guys, this is Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing. Now today we're talking about Stephanie at Slob, let's see, what was it? Hold on. Stephanie, the Secret Slob. She also is on Instagram and YouTube, and she talks about everything housekeeping, and she uses the Fly Lady system. If you're not familiar with that, you can look that up, but you can also look up the Secret Slob and find out more about her. Now, in 2020, she had a new baby, and so her house became a mess again. She already had her habits down. She was able to keep a clean house with the systems that she used and adapted from Fly Lady, but then she had a baby and all of that went out the window because she also, I believe, had a C-section. She said surgery. I'm going to assume C-section, but so her house got really out of order. And on the YouTube, she talked about taking it because she had the baby. The three things that she chose to do when she started to get her house back in order after the baby was: 1, make the bed every morning, because it just seemed to make a big difference. Visually, it looked like, beautiful. It looked like she already had something accomplished in the day, and it does. It automatically makes your bedroom look cleaner, even if there's a lot more to be done. It makes a big visual impact. The second was she took all the dishes out of her sink and cleaned the sink with a toothbrush. She made sure the sink was super duper clean. Then, third, she picked a hot spot in her house. That means a spot that needed to be worked on, and she set a timer for 2 minutes, and she did these 3 things every single day, working on a hot spot for 2 minutes until it was clean. Then she moved on to another hot spot and did the same 3 things: make the bed, clean the sink. Now, of course, I'm sure in between there she did some dishes, because usually once you've cleaned the sink, it motivates you to get those dishes done. Now, let's go fast forward to 2022, where she moved to a new home, and she already had all of her cleaning habits and everything in place, and thought it would be really easy to just implement it perfectly the same way in the new home. Well, it took her longer than she thought to make those adjustments. But she says, when you have to make yourself start over or reset, or you've lost motivation and you need to motivate yourself again, whatever the reason, she says, start slow. She says, you're not going to become Martha Stewart overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. She says, give yourself time to practice either the new habits, or if you're starting from scratch, give yourself time to start some good habits. Her formula is top 3 things, is what she calls it. The top 3 things with the biggest impact. And she says 1 is a motivator. And this formula can be used for any project that you need to get done. Start with a motivator thing. That means something super easy but makes a great impact, like what we talked about before. Making your bed. It makes a big visual impact, and it takes care of future you. At the end of the evening, you just slide into those nice clean sheets, and your bed still looks beautiful and ready to receive you at night. So do something for future you will love. And then number 2 is your accelerator, the big project that you want to get done. And for her, it was the power tidy. She would take 15 minutes. Everyone in the house would tidy the house in 15 minutes. And then the third is the finisher. It's just putting the house to bed, putting on the finishing touches. And for her, it's clearing and cleaning the countertops. And it sounded like that included the dishes and the countertops and, of course, the sink. So then she challenges us to do the same. Pick your top 3 things and do those same 3 things 3 days in a row, and it will get you started on some really good habits and a reset in your home. Stephanie shares on her YouTube her secret formula for getting on track, getting organized, and staying motivated, especially when the going gets tough. She says, start small and go slow. Rome wasn't built in a day, and you're not going to become the next Martha Stewart overnight. If life loves to throw us curveballs. All these changes keep life interesting, but they can also make life hard, especially the day-to-day stuff. And the best thing we can learn how to do is to just adjust. Habit mastery is the key to changing your whole life. 40% of what you do in a day is completely mindless, dominated by habits. It is hard to start a new project or build a new habit because your brain suddenly has to think about everything you're trying to remember to do. You can always add a new habit into your life as long as you practice and have patience. She says, choose the top 3 things that are going to have the biggest impact overall in your home or visually. The first task is going to be your motivator. It's going to be something quick and easy to do, but this is a big impact. We're just reviewing right now. This would be making your bed. Could be making your bed. It's simple and instantly changes the way your bedroom looks. The second task is the accelerator because it needs a little bit of effort. It's the one that is going to change the house and really help you feel like some things are going in that right direction. For Steph, this is her power tidy. It makes a huge impact on the mood of the family and lets them live in a space where they aren't tripping over everything. The third task of the day is the finisher. This usually happens right before bed. This could be clearing the countertops in the kitchen. You'll love coming in the next morning and not having to face yesterday's dishes. Challenge yourself to do these 3 tasks for 3 days in a row and see how it impacts your life. She also talks about, Stephanie also walks us through the process from being a secret slob who is overwhelmed to being calm, organized, and peaceful on her YouTube channel. She says, throw away the idea that there is a system out there that is going to make your life easy and perfect without any troubles. She said she felt like being messy and being a slob was just a part of who she was, but it really wasn't. It doesn't have to be a part of who you are either. Every system is going to take constant tweaking and changing as we go. Life is always changing and we need to be flexible. It never works to copy someone else's routines because we are all so different. We may live different places, have more people in the family, have pets, have a different work schedule. There's many reasons all of our families and all of our lives and homes are different. resist starting with a massive declutter and deep cleaning. If you don't have the systems in place first, your home will soon go back to the way it was before. Having a daily routine is the one thing that will make the biggest difference. Take those nagging daily tasks and turn them into habitual routines. Now that's after you've gotten acclimated to the top 3 things to get your home in order. And if it still needs more work, this is now what you're going to do from now on to keep it clean and maintained. You divide the daily routine into morning and evening. Morning routines will consist of tasks in your evening routine. I lost my place. Divide the daily routine into morning and evening. Morning routines will consist of tasks that will serve you throughout the day. Tasks in your evening routine will serve you the next morning. Pick 3 tasks to get done in the morning and 3 tasks that make the biggest impact in your Pick 3 tasks to get done in the morning and 3 tasks for the evening. These will be your core habits that make the biggest impact in your day. Incorporate a daily focus. This task will change every day and will take 5 to 15 minutes. During this time, you take care of all the things that have to do with the one area of your life. Tackle deep cleaning a little bit every day. If you do this consistently, your house will be consistently cleaner. Do this 15 minutes a day or 1 hour once a week. All right, guys, I just went over some ideas to get you started when you are overwhelmed and don't know where to start, or you used to have a good system going, but life sent you on a curveball, threw you a curveball, and you have to either reset, restart, or remotivate. And so that is where you start with the top 3 habits, and then you work your way to the rest of the plan. And she talks about not being perfect, but progress over perfection. All right, guys, I will talk to you on the next podcast. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening.